We're back, Houlihan's, and
Yeah,
it's time for Deal of the Week.
D-O dub in
These are
my
kind of
neck of the
fun, Johnny.
woods. Yeah,
We kind of look at different things. You throw a bunch of stuff my way. We talk about different options. There's a bunch to look at. This one feels like kind of a fun one because it's a price point that everyone seems to get excited about, right? No matter if they're a $2 million client or a $500,000 client, everyone seems to get excited when they see a number that starts with a two.
it makes the Zillow phone ring, doesn't it? Everybody says, "See, I told you." It's not all $1 million in Maui, and you're right.
Eh,
You
and
just
you're
have to
right.
peel back. You just have to peel back the onion to have a complete and total understanding, and that's what we're here to provide, right?
So
So
249,000 for a condo in a hotel zone on Maui is what we're talking about.
in Napili, guys,
Just up the road from
Napilers.
Johnny.
Yes,
They're
let's
coming for
show them the
dinner.
opportunity. Let's show them
All
the
right,
opportunity, Danny.
here
So,
we go.
all right, let's do it. Let's go and
We
really zoom in. Let's zoom in, really zoom in
we're
here. Let's
gonna
show them.
zoom in Napili.
Yep. So we are in the infamous Hui F Road, gang, and I live on this street. So the first thing I want to explain to you guys is that this street makes the entire neighborhood look like a ghetto. I'm going to tell you that right off the bat. There are potholes. It is rough. We occasionally get some nice neighborhoods that take a bucket of concrete and fill in the potholes. And why is this the case? Well, because Maui County, when they gave the developer the ability to develop this particular street here, nobody put together an AOAO for the road. The state doesn't own it. The county doesn't own it. They don't want to deal with it. So it's technically a private street that nobody got together to create any kind of governance to where all the owners are going to get together to fix it. So anyway, just letting you know. Napili Ridge is where the red dot is. Is it anywhere near the ocean, Danny?
It's not far. It's a
It's
short
not far, but
stroll.
it's not on the ocean. But for some reason, Maui County decided that this complex is also going to be hotel zoned. Make it
Yeah.
make sense,
Yeah,
Danny.
talking about vacation rentals in a neighborhood, Johnny. That's what the Big Bear Wine
Yes.
fight was about.
Yes.
This looks like a neighborhood to me, and then somehow there's a hotel here.
Dude, I've had so many friends that lived in Napili Ridge. I remember when I considered it so ghetto as well. And now you spend $450,000 for a studio. But let's jump into the opportunity because it is a plus that it is hotel zoned. Can we agree?
Massive
And
plus.
bro, it look at that condenser out there and that ductless AC. So it's already got some of the things that I enjoy. This is a corner unit. It You're looking at the gulch, which is actually a positive in Napili Ridge because again, we subscribe values as humans to where there really is no value. And so this is one of the better units because it's not looking at other units. You've got nice grassy area in front of you, 380 square feet. So you're gonna have to make that work, but you get a full kitchen, and it was 329, now down to 249. Tells me there's still room, especially if you have cash. You're gonna pay
And
607 bucks. Yeah,
motivated seller. And
there
that's been
it
there for
is.
180 days.
Totally. One assigned parking spot, so you have assigned parking. This place actually boasts a rare jacuzzi, if I remember correctly, Danny.
Does have
So
a little pool, yeah.
there it is. So if this is your budget, got to be in the twos. You could get a loan on this because of when the lease expires, right?
Yep.
So owned by
You could
Tradewin.
almost a 20-year note on it, 15-year for
This
sure.
Tradewin group owns a lot of these, dude. They pop up in Papakea. So that particular group there owns a lot of leases. Why I'm not super afraid of this one being leasehold is that the vast majority of Napili Ridge is fee simple. So the developer's not going to come and say, I'm going to do something different with my complete and total building area here, right? So I think that this seller probably just extends the lease if it's coming up, or they'll make it for sale as it comes up. So what do I pay? I pay $607.64 for my AOAO fees. That's water, sewer, electric, exterior maintenance, exterior insurance. I'm not sure if it includes electricity. I don't think it does up there. Then I pay another 292 bucks a month, and I own this thing all the way up until the surrender date of 2049. So I've got, what is that, 24 years
4 years.
left on the note. Maybe you can find a 20-year note out there. I'm sure we could find some kind of financing for you. It's just not going to be your typical financing. It never will be when it's leasehold. But you're all in at about $900 a month. Pay taxes that are going to be about $6,000, $7,000 a year, unless you make this your primary residence, which I don't know why you would do that when this is hotel zoned. I think the strategy more is somebody that's going to spend part of the year here and then just wants to rent it out when they're not here. So entry price makes it appealing. Hotel zone makes it a good investment. As Danny and I have mentioned on the show in the past, technically we would be in the bottom area of hotel zone condos on Maui, because when the Minatoya list condos go away, it definitely feels like that's going to happen. It's going to severely reduce the amount of rentable units that are on Maui. So rates theoretically could go up as people don't want to stay in hotels and don't have as many options as they did in the past. And then also, we get rid of a lot of inventory instantaneously, because now they're residential, no longer hotel zones. So theoretically, this value could go up, and leasehold values do go up as well as down.
Absolutely. And let's talk about that for a moment. I was just looking at the Westin Maui this week.
Yep,
$750 a night for an average hotel room. This one's running somewhere between what, buck 50 and 275 a night, depending on what the
that's it.
season is.
Time of year. There you have it, man.
And you get a place to cook. I mean, if you're looking for a vacation, that's attractive to some people.
And if you're a
So
person that says the last thing I want to do when I go on vacation is be in a hotel resort with a bunch of other people, boom, there you go. What do you got here, Danny?
so some numbers. This was from another unit. So take
Okay.
that with a grain of salt, but it's another studio unit.
Yep.
And this is what they did in 2024. So 218 nights. Um, it's not a huge occupancy.
And it isn't
But
right now, right? I mean, this is the bottom again.
yeah. And what they did was 44,000 in gross earnings.
So this is somebody that has times on their hands. They're going through Airbnb so that they can self-manage. If you're not on island, that means that you're going to enlist a on-island contact, which is going to be your cleaning crew.
Well, Johnny, and
And
here, look at
that's
this.
how you
They
do it.
didn't rent it in February and March, which are two of the busiest seasons
And good
on
for them,
Maui.
right? This is when
Yeah,
they came and used it.
that's when they use it. But if you're doing this more for investment purposes, you tend to come when it's not so busy. Maybe a shoulder season, shoulder month.
September through the first 2 weeks of December.
There you have it. So one other number I wanted to show them was estimated
Mhm.
revenue. So this is a local property management company. They're
Yep.
saying gross rental revenue at 75% should be about 46. So what we
Backs
just
up.
showed you is a bit low. And the 85, then you're at 50,000 in occupancy. So you can see the rates somewhere between 150, 138 a night, down to 134 in the low season, upwards to 225. Average
There
170 a
you
night.
have it. There you have it, guys. And keep in
There you go.
mind, we are not investing in the boom portion of the cycle, right? So we are looking forward to future gains.
And those have gone up a lot. I mean, you see the fee simple ones are at somewhere between 549, 595. Granted, they're not moving or flying off the shelf. But those were in the 240s, 260s in 2018, 2019.
Dude, I want to say they were selling for 40, 45,000 back when they were all leasehold, because there was a time when they were all
Yeah,
leasehold, right?
how about
So
that?
There you have
About
it, gang.
about
Same thing
that.
with same thing, same thing with the kind. What's the one that has the studios oceanfront? Pohilani.
Hmm.
Or I remember when those were 40, 50, 60 grand leasehold. Now they hit, six, 700,000. They're starting to come down the two-bedroom ones because they're no longer vacation rentable. But just kind of speak to what happened during that whole Airbnb boom cycle, yeah. I mean, everybody latched onto it. That was like the new investment thing. Own a vacation rental, own a zillion of them, become your own
Make money.
hotelier. That's it.
Make money.
Yep.
Became less about the experience from what it started, more about the money, unfortunately. So there you have it. Deal of the week under 300,000 in the twos. Has a bit of wrinkles. That's what makes it a deal.
No pictures, which was odd for their marketing strategy, huh?
What do you mean?
They didn't show any pictures. Did we see it, or we just saw that one photo
We've seen pictures
of
of
the
the unit.
unit?
Yeah,
Yeah,
we saw
we
inside.
went through it already, huh?
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
other one that we were talking about that didn't have pictures.
There
Anyway,
you
till
have
next
it.
time. Aloha Friday episode tomorrow.